just missing from the performances?
Well, I think it's just that final bit in both ends, in both boxes where we didn't defend the 2 moments well enough, and also we had, I thought, enough chances and enough positive actions to score more than the one we did. And sometimes you go through those moments where maybe you're not as confident as you normally would be in front of goal. I think we're in that sequence. No one can change it but us, and I think that's the attitude that we've had and we've always had, and we'll continue to try and attack games and attack teams.
Very pleased with the points, but especially with the performance. I think it was a complete performance on the ball and off the ball. For some moments we were unbelievable on the ball, and for some moments we were unbelievable off the ball, and I really like that.
Cole, are you in the zone? We hear about sportsmen being in the zone at times when it seems like everything goes right. Do you feel that at the moment?
No, I just try and play and do my best.
You certainly did that again. What gives you more pleasure, scoring or creating? I'm thinking about the pass. I know you don't get an assist for it, but that pass for the first goal.
Both, whatever. If we score from any of it, then I'm happy.
So we spoke before the game where you said that you would love to see improvement on that performance at Liverpool. Did we see that improvement in that result here today?
Yeah, absolutely. It was different kind of game compared to the rest. We know how strong they are. We know how good they are. And today I think the team was very good on the ball and off the ball. The way they fight all together until the end. And for some moment we had some good moment on the ball. The way we played. So very happy with the overall.
Clearly very much a team performance, but Cole Palmer understandably will grab the headlines. We spoke to Gianfranco Zola before the game. He said Cole has the ability to see things that other players might not necessarily see. Is he right?
Absolutely. It's the reason why the people pay, because they want to see that kind of player, and we are very happy to have him.
How important was it, particularly with that first goal he sets up, the little look that he gives to see?
No, yeah, but even the goal that he scored and then was offside, I think the pattern that we did there also has been very good. And as I said, we have players with quality and we try to use them in the best way we can.
We talked about areas of improvement today. Defensively at times today you were very good, but were there areas that maybe still are a cause for concern for you and areas where you can improve in that department?
I'm always concerned. We can attack better, we can defend better, but as I said, we started 3 months ago, so I'm very happy where we are now, and the important thing is that the feeling is good.
You were temporarily up into 4th place while we were waiting for Arsenal to kick off. Are you a side that is going to play a big part and have a big say in who will finish in the top 4 in this league, even at this early stage?
Yeah, now we play already 9 games. It's more or less 1/4 of the season, but I'm not even at the moment to watch the table, because sometimes you watch the table and you can confuse a little bit. I think the most important thing now is to see how the team progress, to analyze our performance, to see where we need to improve, and that's the main focus now.
We also spoke about the game and you were glowing in your support for your captain, Reece James. But did we see in that performance, particularly 3 clearances off the line, is that the leadership you're looking for?
Also, but anyway, Reece, he knows how I love him. I spoke with him since we started, even when he was injured. And for me, the ones that they are captain, not only from Reece, from all of them, I want more, because they are captain for some reason and they have to show every day.
We spoke about the big week and the big moments that you're in. You go back to Newcastle in the Cup and then you have Manchester United and Arsenal. But how much confidence now can you have with this young team with performances like today?
No, very confident. But even if today, the results was different one, I'm very confident because they are working well and they are understanding every day what we're looking for.
They're exciting Chelsea fans. Are they exciting you more than you expected to be excited by such a young group?
No, the fans, they can enjoy, they can dream, they can think, because I think it's correct that as a club, as a player, we need to understand that there are many things that we can do better.
Enzo, appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you. Eddie, obviously disappointed to lose a football match, but first and foremost, your perspective on that 90-plus minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really high-level game. I thought it was 2 really good teams. we tried to go toe-to-toe with them. I thought they caused us problems in the first half, but I thought we caused them problems as well. I thought it was a brave performance from us. But we were just... the game was decided by a couple of moments, really. We're disappointed, especially with the second goal.
Is that preventable from your perspective, the second goal, both from where the move starts and perhaps also Nick's positioning?
Yeah, well, we give the ball away, and that was sort of a theme at the beginning of the second half. I don't think we started that part of the game very well, and it cost us with the goal. It's an uncharacteristic goal for us to concede. But we battled well, we battled right to the end. I'm proud of what the players gave today, and I think if we continue to play as we are, then the results will come.
You said last week after the Brighton game you didn't like yourself as a side for the last 20 minutes. Did you like yourself more in terms of what you saw in the battle in that performance today?
Yeah, very much so. I thought the attitude of the players was very good. You concede early here. It's a very difficult place. They've got outstanding players, and I thought we dug deep and showed real character to then come on strong, score a really good goal, an outstanding goal, really, and proof that we're still that attacking force that we can be. I thought we moved the ball really well today. We did create chances, even that didn't end up in shots and working their goalkeeper. But sometimes you go through phases like this. I think we're going through a difficult phase in terms of results, but at least the performances are stronger. So I think we have to take that positive.
We spoke about Alexander Isak before the game. Psychologically, that goal coming from open play, how important is that today despite the result?
Yeah, I think you need to score to feel the confidence that you can turn any game in your favour, and the goal was a great example of how we want to play. As I said, it was back to front, controlled, dynamic, quick, and Alex is there to finish it off with really good positioning and a good cross from Lewis Hall. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think it was out of context in the game. I thought it was a lot of good play from us. And maybe out of context was the fact that we didn't end up with more goal-mouth action for a lot of our work. But there were moments in that second half where you felt we could get the goal. The one that sticks in my head is Alex running across the byline and just ran out of room in the end. But it was a great moment for us.
You mentioned there you're having one of those moments that can happen to all football teams. Is it perhaps a measure of how far this club has come under yourself and this group of players to where it was a few seasons ago that people are looking and wondering why aren't things going right for Newcastle at this moment in time?
Yeah, I mean, I think the expectation's high, and rightly so. We embrace that, and we want to be a team that is consistently winning, but it's the hardest league in the world for a reason. And there will always be dips, and there'll be moments where you don't get what you deserve, but you have to be mentally strong. I think that we have a great changing room, a great spirit in there, some great people, and we'll keep fighting. It's
a big week. You've got Chelsea again in the Carabao Cup, followed by Arsenal, both at home. How big a week is it in terms of where you find yourself at this moment in time?
Well, they're all big weeks, aren't they? And they're built up, but rightly so. I think this is two big games for us. We're in front of our supporters. We want to do them proud. We'll give everything to try and win both games.
And finally, obviously, you gave us the news about Anthony Gordon. 2 games coming up, as we mentioned. I'm sure you'd love him to be involved. What are the prospects at this moment in time?
Too early for me to give a definitive answer. I think he'll go for a scan tomorrow and we'll know more.
Eddie, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Right, Michael, my challenge to you is say a bit more in your analysis than Cole Palmer did in his interview.
Well, he was sensational. I mean, we've talked about him so many times. But I want to look at how the team sets up to make him thrive. So we just pause it here. You've got the goalkeeper. This is by design. So Newcastle was pressing really high, almost going man to man. So they tried to create another member, which why goalkeepers are so important in football today. And as we roll it on here now, this is Newcastle's midfield, and look at the oceans of space for Cole Palmer. They know exactly what they need to do. This time it's Jackson comes in, and look, Palmer's free in the pocket. This is where you want it. This is where you want your number 10. Okay, don't come to him on this particular occasion, but from back to front, Chelsea are out. You got your main men in the positions where you want. Again, goalkeeper involved. Now, as a centre half, I do not want to go in there. I want him to leave him. Okay, he takes a bad touch, he gets a foul, but just look how intelligent he is, and the chemistry he has with Jackson is absolutely brilliant. Really, not necessarily in terms of the passing, but it's the movement. So Jackson's going to occupy the 2 centre halves, go in there, and he knows Jackson will look for him straight away. He's got a 1-versus-1 with Bruno. Okay, on this situation, he's just offside. we're talking millimetres. But the relationship they have between them is excellent. Gusto, again, pushing high. This is Newcastle's midfield. One's pressing, they don't know where to go. Cole Palmer in the pocket, little touch, round the corner. 1-2 passes, they've gone from back to front again. And Chelsea could have scored 2 or 3, especially in that first half, the way they was playing. Neto was very well on that left-hand side again. Again, I wanted to look through this incredible pass. It comes a little bit deeper. That's why he's so good and so hard to play against, because he can go behind, he can get it in pockets of space, and he can also go deep and create opportunities like this. But what I mean about the players, they work hard. The press 1, 2, Colwell coming out, leaving that space again for Cole Palmer in that pocket. And when he gets the ball and he's running at you like this, whether he makes a cute pass or whether he takes it on himself, this is the level he's at now. We're talking about a real special player. He's absolute joy to watch. He's
such an elegant footballer, isn't he? My favourite line of the weekend, Cole Palmer on being compared to Gianfranco Zola, who was in attendance today. I know he's an icon on FIFA, so that's a point of reference.
But if you look at the passes, which is strange, he didn't pass to Nicholas Jackson once today in the game, but it's the movement. The one goes in behind, one comes short. It's just they've got that chemistry with them without even having to pass to each other.
Yeah, it's lovely to watch. Right, what's happening with Newcastle United? They've gone 5 league matches without a win, first time since March 2023. What's going wrong?
It's been a tough start for Eddie Howe's men. They've got results, but they haven't played well. The continuity between the team, when they did well and they got into 4th, that back 4 was solid. You knew they had Botman, Scher, it was cohesive, and they knew exactly what they were doing. That's been dismantled. They haven't still got that leadership at the back, but their XG was higher than Chelsea's today. So they're creating opportunities, but then you look at that opportunity that Isak misses, that's game-changing. The mistake Pope misses. They've got a big game midweek now. They play Chelsea again in the last 16 of the League Cup. They need to get that win against them and potentially get themselves a trophy.
That is huge.
Cole, before the game, we spoke to a great Chelsea legend, Gianfranco Zola, who said about you have the ability to see things that other people can't. Is that how you sense it?
No, not really. Don't know. I just try to go out there, play my game, and yeah, that's what I do.
It was an incredible pass to release Pedro Neto to set up the first goal. How important was the little look up that you gave before releasing it?
Yeah, me and Pedro spoke before the game, so obviously I know how fast he is. And I thought every time I'm facing forward on the side, I have the ability to play the pass in behind. So when he got on his bike and he went, I just tried to play it in his path.
How much confidence are you playing with this at the moment? Our co-commenter said today, and the pundits say, you're unstoppable.
No, I won't go that far. So I always try to enjoy my football game by game. Try not to put pressure on myself, because I know many people try and put pressure on me from the outside and stuff to try and replicate what I did last season in terms of numbers. But, it's my second season playing football. I'm still very, very young. So I just try and enjoy the game and, work as hard as I can.
You say you are very, very young, but with the quality of that pass and the quality of the finish for yet another Premier League goal, there is a real sense of maturity about you above your years.
I just try and do what the manager says, what the game plan is. We need to play the high line again. So, that's the reason I played the pass.
It's the second home win of the season for Chelsea. How important was to get another one here on the board at Stamford Bridge? Yeah,
we were disappointed to drop the points last time, so to win today was important.
We saw the best of Chelsea in the attacking third, but did we also see some good defensive work today, and perhaps also areas where there's still areas for improvement in that part of the field? Yeah,
the defenders today were top, last-minute clearances, last-ditch tackles, being strong, because how physical they are with Joe Litton, Isaac, Tonali and that. So, the defenders were very good.
To ask the boys, I can't work out how good Chelsea are because Cole Palmer is so good. Do you know what I mean? So he's got, I think today you call it a pre-assist, don't you? That's a pre-assist. Yeah. And then obviously scores the winner. But do you know what I mean? I'm thinking if you take Cole Palmer out of that team because he gets injured or gets suspended, then what actually are they like? Because he is so influential.
Yeah, but I think if you take the best player out of a number of teams, they're not going to be the same kind of team. You're building your squad around them, all the flow, all the momentum, all the attacking phases go through your best player, and that's certainly the case for Chelsea and Cole Palmer. But there's also no doubt he's outstanding at the moment. Everything he does seems to result in goals, assists, pre-assists, as we saw today. And that pre-assist today was absolutely
Wasn't that same conversation with Eden Hazard at Chelsea?
Yes,
How important he was.
Of course, yeah.
But he reminds me of a 1970s Brazilian player, Cole Palmer. Just does what he wants because he's so good, and a tinge of arrogance in a good way because he already feels like he's been there 5 minutes, but he's the man.
And he is the man.
Yeah, but
he is the man, no question.
Players make runs. As soon as he gets the ball, they're off. They go and do something. They know there's a chance that he's going to play us.
Just tell everybody what's going on here, Leon, because it's really interesting. From before Cole Palmer gets the ball, this is for the first goal.
Yeah, it's just his awareness. Even now, you see now, he's just going to look over his left shoulder before even you pick up the play, and it's that look there that shows him exactly what's about, where the pitch is. Now he'll have another look. He knows where to take the ball. Now he's had a second look and he's able to play that kind of pass. But it's, for 5 or 6 seconds before he gets involved in the play, that he's had the most crucial look because now he's got the awareness that other players don't. And then you can play a pass of that quality. Jackson in the middle, winning the race against Dan Burn. Burn is a mile away. You're not happy with Shares?
No, with Share diving in. But Cole Palmer's the player. Obviously, you want him high up the pitch to play sort of as a number 10. But he plays like a quarterback at Cole Palmer. Does what he wants because he's so good, and a tinge of arrogance in a good way because he already feels like he's been there 5 minutes, but he's the man.
And he is the man.
Yeah, but
he is the man, no question.
Players make runs. As soon as he gets the ball, they're off. They go and do something. They know there's a chance that he's going to play us.
Just tell everybody what's going on here, Leon, because it's really interesting. From before Cole Palmer gets the ball, this is for the first goal.
Yeah, it's just his awareness. Even now, you see now, he's just going to look over his left shoulder before even you pick up the play, and it's that look there that shows him exactly what's about, where the pitch is. Now he'll have another look. He knows where to take the ball. Now he's had a second look and he's able to play that kind of pass. But it's, for 5 or 6 seconds before he gets involved in the play, that he's had the most crucial look because now he's got the awareness that other players don't. And then you can play a pass of that quality. Jackson in the middle, winning the race against Dan Burn. Burn is a mile away. You're not happy with Shares?
No, with Share diving in. But Cole Palmer's the player. Obviously, you want him high up the pitch to play sort of as a number 10. But he plays like a quarterback at the same time. You could, on any given day, play him as a holding midfield player and tell him to spray the ball around and take players on, or a number 8, and he could do it because he's that good in different positions. He's got a great football brain. And as I said, in a lovely arrogance way, he can literally just drop anywhere on the football pitch and have an impact.
And like all the best players, he knows it's like the best chess players, a pass or two, a move or two ahead, doesn't he? So he's looked there and he's thinking, if I get it here, I know Neto's there. Neto's going to go that way. He's quick. I can play. It's just absolutely
And also
brilliant.
as well, he hasn't tried to find Neto's feet.
No.
The levels of the levels that
intelligence
says to him, right, I can afford that to put that 20 yards ahead of Neto. Just pointless putting his feet. I know he's rapid. I'll put it 20 yards ahead. Then all of a sudden that'll favour him. Take Share out the equation. It's an unbelievable pass.
So we've got a situation here where a penalty is given and then overturned, which is obviously the reverse of what happened at West Ham. How about the way that this functioned? And are you happy they got to the correct decision in the end?
Well, what you want is you always want your referees to make decisions, and Simon Hooper, from his position, quite clearly sees some contact, blows the whistle, gives a penalty. And Jared Gillett was in the VAR hub for this. And when you see it, yeah, there is some contact. Dan Burn it is just there. He slips a bit. Is that enough for a penalty?
See, that looks like to me the high bar that we're talking about.
Yes.
And there's been a lot of praise over this decision today, and quite clearly he didn't feel. Yeah, there's contact. Yeah. High bar for intervention. Is that really a penalty? As we said, the referee has that final decision. So when he went to the screen and looked at it, he probably thought, I might have seen a bit of a grab on the shoulder, but it wasn't there.
That's the point, isn't it? So it looked to me like it was that, but it wasn't that.
And also, as well, when you're a player...
No, it's fine.
And you're sprinting in one direction to then try and change, you're obviously going to lose your footwork. Any little sort of nudge can nudge you over. It doesn't mean that it's foul, but it's good refereeing.
Credit to Gillett in the booth to be able to... Or to be able to just put that up there, because, as we're saying, on-field decisions we're usually going with. There was contact. He could have just let that go and said there is contact, but he spotted that, like we all did, that's not significant enough. Contact can happen. We're just discussing the game from the one from the West Ham game. Contact can be allowed inside the penalty area, but it has to really be sufficient, and that certainly was far away from it.
I think the thing is with it, what does football expect in that situation? And quite clearly, when he said it's no penalty, everybody went, well done.
Absolutely. And well done you, Chris. Thank you very much. See you next week. Thank you. Big game for Newcastle this week against Chelsea.
Yeah.
They're winning 5 now.
Yeah, it's gone a little bit stale. Yeah. And trying to work out what Newcastle's problem, I think it's Kieran Trippier being missing. Such an intelligent player who picks passes in. Yeah, there's a little bit of work to do.
Yeah, absolutely.